Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Quick Tutorials. In this video we're going to be telling you how you can make water rise using tween service. So let's begin. First of all, I'm going to insert a part and I'm going to scale the part to whatever size I want it to be. I'm going to make sure that the part is anchored and you can decide whether you want can collide on or off. If you want, you can change the color of the water and even the material as it does not affect the script. So once you have your water, I'm just going to name this to water. Okay, now I'm going to insert a script. I'm going to call this move water. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using tween service, so we have to get tween service. So I'm going to say local tween service equals game:get service tween service. This gets the tween service. Now what we want to do is we want to actually create some tween info. If you don't know what tween info is, it tells it how fast to move, the easing direction, and the easing style. So to do this, we can say local tweening info equals tween info dot new, and here is our tween info. This is going to have all of our tweening info, such as how long you want the tween to be and the easing directions. So I want the tween to be 5 seconds long. So this first one is seconds. Now next we have to define what easing style we want. So I'm just going to say enum.easingstyle.sign. Make sure to put a comma after every single one of these unless you're at the end. Now I can say enum.easingdirection.inout. This tells our script when the sign should play. Should it play when it's starting up, or should it play when it's ending, or should it play when it's starting up and when it's ending? Now what we want to do is we want to define how many times the tween should repeat. So I'm just going to set this to 0 because I don't want the tween to repeat, and then we can just have false since we don't want our tween to repeat. So this is how many times it repeats, and this is should it repeat. Make sure that you don't have a comma at the last one, otherwise there will be an error in the script. So now we have our tweening info done. Now what happens if we want it to move? So we can just do local water properties equals and then a table. If you don't know what a table is, it's basically these squiggly brackets. Those basically make a table, so we can have multiple things in here. So first of all, I want to change the position. So I can say position equals vector3 dot new, and then I can type in the position. But I don't want to keep moving this up and copying the position and then pasting it in here. What if we just had a part that we can move, and then the tween would automatically move to that part? Well, that's easy to make. So I'm going to duplicate this water and move it up, and I'm going to call this water finish. I'm going to make sure can collide is false and transparency is set to 1 so you can't see it. Now instead of saying vector3.new, I'm going to say script.parent.parent.waterfinish.position. So it's going to move this water to this water's position. The reason I said script.parent.parent.waterfinish.position instead of workspace.waterfinish.position, if you group the model, you can have multiple of these without having to rewrite any code. So that's basically why I say script.parent.parent. So this is good, but what happens if we want the tween to play? That's easy. We can say local tween player equals tween service :create script.parent tweening info and water properties. So if everything goes correctly, it should take 5 seconds to move to this water's position. But we're missing the most important thing of the tween service, which is actually playing the tween. So to do that, we can do tween player :play. So that should be that. I'm going to add a little wait here just to make sure that the game is fully loaded in. And if we press play, we should see that the water will start to move. As you can see, it's moved to this position. So that's how you make rising water in Roblox Studio, and I'll see you in the next quick tutorial.